We are discussing today Plato's philosophy. The beginning is one, monad, number one. Plato's philosophy on the number one and its significance is influenced by his exposure to Pythagoreanism during his time in Syracuse on the southeast of Sicily. This point is no thing that exists is comparable to it. So it is wholly transcendent and no thing technically. This is the Kabbalistic Ein Sof, or the infinite, which as infinite is no finite thing. This is a transcendent point. It is also known as being, that is, Parmenidean being, the being, which is also known as the way of truth, according to the fragments of Parmenides that we have. Parmenides gives us ontology in the study of being. And so this Parmenidean element in Plato's philosophy is pronounced in his philosophy of being. But the Heraclitean influence is not lost on Plato either. The river of Heraclitus, becoming. If you've ever heard that everything changes, nothing stays the same, that our bodies, our cells replenish and regenerate every 7 years on cycles. So therefore, you're not materially the same being you were the day you were born. So at a physical level, there is flux. But is there some essence which endures that flux? This essence would be the being that endures or masters the becoming. So you have Parmenidean being on the one hand and Heraclitean flux or becoming on the other hand. Heaven and earth is another way of saying it. On earth, on earth beneath the sky, there is earth and water. These two elements prevail. Those are comparable to Heraclitean flux. After all, the image Heraclitus supplies us with for his becoming, his ontology of process, is the river, which is a watery element of the earth. And as time cycles beneath the moon, beneath the heavens, beneath the sky, as time cycles, things change on earth. Now, heaven represents the celestial fixed stars, the permanent or enduring, let's say, cycles. No, the enduring patterns beneath the cycles, underneath or enduring throughout. Another way of thinking about it is stasis and flux. So you could think of Pythagorean number. So like a formula like E equals mc squared, or the Pythagorean theorem endures as true in the vision of eternity, independent of time. So it doesn't matter what point in time you enter the river, it's still true in that sense. Um, Flux as contrasted to that change, impermanence. Cosmos and chaos are another great way of talking about this. A cosmos means an ordered space, ordered time, patterned. Chaos means unpatterned, unformed by cosmic process. Endurance and change is another great way of thinking about this. The patterns that endure like trees and the patterns that flux like a flood change. And crucially, the Platonic doctrine is that of participation or methexis, which comes from the Greek traditions and the dramatic arts in Greece, the pathos of the dramatic arts, wherein um, one partakes of higher orders. Um, this would be the thought, the Platonic thought about the human being, that the soul is noetic. It is a mind that partakes in the enduring patterns of heaven, and the body, um, the empirical ego, the life, is subject to flux beneath the heavens, from dust to dust. So the creed of change goes. And the human being can see subspecie aeternitatis through the eye of eternity, through the intuitive eye of eternity, seeing ideal forms which are as yet unrealized at the level of earth and water, the earthy level of flux. But yet ideals, perfect forms of goodness, truth, beauty are gleaned subspecie aeternitatis. And then through the heart pours this poetic, that is, making power of humanity. So the poiesis is at the heart of the human being. And this means that flux, the realm of change, can be ordered from above. So whereas we are below looking up in the, or like our souls are looking through the eye of eternity, then our hearts are pouring forth poetic, creative, cosmic forming. So the human being is a creative being fundamentally, a being capable of imagination and cosmic formation according to enduring patterns. And that is a brief summary of Platonic philosophy.